A sharp political confrontation erupted today. This after Jamiat Ulama Hind's President Maulana Arshad Madani made a sensational allegation that the government of India is working to keep Muslims suppressed. Maulana Madani was quick to quote the Muslim mayors of New York City and London, namely Zoran Mamdani and Sadiq Khan. What's even more shocking is that Madani quotes the probe against the Falah University, a university currently under the scanner for its dubious funding to terror links with the accused of the Red Fort blast case. Interestingly, this very organization, the Jamiat Ulama Hind, that Maulana Madani is the president of, is known for being an integral part of the Indian freedom movement against the British rule. Perhaps Maulana Madani could do with a reminder that it was this very JUH that advocated for a united form of nationalism between Muslims and non-Muslims in India's struggle for independence. And so, on expected lines, the Bharatiya Janata Party has criticized the Maulana's remarks as misleading and divisive. But the Congress has defended the cleric, calling his remarks thought-provoking, naturally reigniting the debate over minority rights and political accountability in India. Remember, it's not even been a fortnight since the Delhi terror blast rocked the country, killing at least 50. Don't forget the 9 victims of the Nagaon blast, an explosion that was a result of the same explosives confiscated in Faridabad. While India's security agencies are leaving no stone unturned to unmask the larger conspiracy behind, some like Maulana Madani, who are our own, have seized the opportunity to communalize the probe, even turned tone deaf to the many innocent lives lost to terrorism. So the moot question remains, why such politicization? That too at a time when the country must stand united in its fight against terror, particularly the white-collar terror module. Why are some going all the way out to paint a communal picture? Also begs the question, is Islam facing a threat from some misguided political groups and individuals who are not only radicalizing the youth, but also propagating an ultra-conservative view of the religion? Is communal politics costing India its national security and deepening the existing fault lines? Those are the questions I'll be posing to my guests tonight.
गवर्नमेंट मुल्क की आजादी के बाद इस पर लगी हुई है कि मुसलमान को सर नहीं उठाने देना है
कि एक बहुत बड़ी कम्युनिटी को दबाने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है।
अरशद मदनी साहब ने जो कुछ कहा है एक हद तक बहुत सही।
देश में तो राष्ट्रपति भी मुसलमान बने, परंतु आतंकी यूनिवर्सिटी का जस्टिफिकेशन और जायजीकरण नहीं किया जा सकता।
दुनिया में मुसलमानों के लिए, खास करके भारतीय मुसलमान के लिए, भारत से बेहतर कोई देश हो ही नहीं सकता।
All right, introducing my esteemed panelists today, Tuhin Sinha, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Nikul Patel, who's the leader of the Congress Party. Many thanks to you, gentlemen. Just reminder that it's going to be a very quick debate, so keep your answers crisp. And let's get started. Tuhin, let's begin with the brass tacks. Rashid Alvi, of course, has said that it all began with the Mumbai BJP chief, Amit Satam, making those comments about how Mumbai will never have a mayor who's a Khan, and that this is also jihad of sorts. How do you respond to that?
Well, good evening, Akansha. First of all, people like Maulana Rashidi are dangerous for the future of the country because they are clearly whitewashing. They're providing cover fire to terrorists. There are 23 Muslim minority universities in the country. Have we ever cast aspersions on any of them? You know, they have been running freely. Of course, after what has happened in Falah University, if they still want us to give it a clean chit, if they want no interrogation to happen, then they are clearly supporting these terrorists. And when, there is a very clear video of Umar, who was teaching in that institute, advocating suicide bombing, I think the forget Maulana, at least the Congress party should behave responsibly. And by the way, this is the same university which during the UPA era was also involved in activities of Indian Mujahideen. So there are direct questions over the intention of this Congress party. Has Congress party always been aware of what was going on at Falah University, and was it deliberately providing the cover up? What I can assure you is that just like we are on the verge of eradicating Naxal terror, our government is committed to eradicating terror in all its forms. I don't know why the Congress gets jittery on that count, because apart from Rashid Alvi, even Sandeep Dixit has kind of made a support statement supporting Maulana Rashidi. But I can assure you that, we are not in that era where Sonia Gandhi would shed copious tears after a Batla encounter. Here, anybody who has committed an act of terrorism will be booked, and an example will be set to ensure that white-collar terrorism does not get encouraged.
Okay, let's quickly bring in Nikul Patel over there to come up with his rebuttal. Nikul Patel, why would you even back a person who's questioning the probe when it comes to questioning facts itself? We all know that all the way from the funding of the Falah University to the logistical training that has been provided to these terror accused, to the planning and masterminding, all of that has happened on the campus of Falah University. And so perhaps even give time for the investigation to be completed. Has not Maulana Madani jumped the gun himself? And have you not jumped the gun yourself by supporting or backing a man like that?
See, firstly, I would like to say that any terror activity in the country is never being supported by Indian National Congress at any time during the entire history after the independence.
Well, you've just said that it's thought-provoking. Mr. Rashid Alvi has gone on to say that it's thought-provoking what Maulana Madani said. I don't understand what's so thought-provoking about it. No, please help me understand. What is so thought-provoking about Maulana Madani? I'll tell you what's thought-provoking about Maulana Madani, that he's trying to divide the country on communal fault lines. That he's trying to digress a community from, instead of focusing on addressing the menace, the cancer like terrorism, instead of focusing on, addressing the issue of radicalization of youth, he chooses to say that Muslims are being suppressed, they are being targeted. And you choose to back a man like that.
Yeah, I think I would like to give an analogy that in Gujarat, one minister was caught for corruption in Manrega, and Bharatiya Janata Party was supporting them, and they have not been removed that minister for 6 months. So that means that Bharatiya Janata Party is supporting corruption in the country, and they are not taking any action.
Okay, so we are now going to compare terrorism with corruption, and what about all the lives that, if I just talk about the 10/11 blast?
I think I have given your answer that Congress had never been supporting to terrorism. Secondly, the entire statement in the entire speech what that I had given, in which if there is talk of some university has to be gone under investigation, and definitely it has to follow the course of law.
Okay, but so then help me understand, why is Udit Raj saying that yes, Muslims in India are being discriminated against, there's bulldozer action being taken against them, yes, the university is being unfairly targeted, what will happen to the students of the university? For all you know, maybe a majority of the students are being radicalized without the country's security agencies even being aware of it. I'd like your thoughts to what Udit Raj has said.
Wow, great question. I appreciate your question as well as the thought process for bulldozing everyone who is not culprit, and the only one who is culprit.
I'd really appreciate if we can limit this conversation to the 10/11 blast probe, because this is where it's emanating from. Please go ahead.
See, I'm limiting my thought process to that only, but you want to make the things
क्योंकि आप कश्मीर के बुलडोजर एक्शन के बारे में भी बात कर रहे हैं, तो let's talk about all the accused and the suspects जिनके घर अभी बुलडोज हुए.
I think bulldozer word you utilize, and that way I'm giving the clarification on it. I would like to again say that if a particular person is committing a crime, then he must be punished as per the law. If a particular institution is committing and supporting terrorism, that has to be under scrutiny, and whoever is the responsible must be punished as per the law. But if you see an entire university has so many students, so many teachers, and making all them responsible for a particular cause is not correct as per the law. That is what I would like to convey, and that was Udit Raj was going to say about it. But over here, Bharatiya Janata Party wants to generalize the things and want to bulldoze on the Congress that they are supporting the terrorism. I am here to support the Congress, and I would like to say to my friend that Congress had never support terrorism.
Okay. How would you like to respond to that, Tuhin?
Well, Akansha, with all responsibility, let me say this very clearly that Congress has come out in direct support, of terrorists after the blast. What does P. Chidambaram mean when he says a distinction needs to be drawn between, cross-border terrorism and educated terrorists within the country and why they're doing it? Does he not remember the UPA era was Riaz Bhatkal, the head of Indian Mujahideen, not an educated person? Was Yaqub Menon not an educated person? The Congress, has no pretense anymore. And that is the shocking part. Hussain Dalwai, an ex-Rajya Sabha member of Congress party, kept questioning the arrests. Anuma Acharya, one of the spokespersons, questioned the timing. Another minister in Karnataka kept questioning the timing of the arrest. So all of these, I think the Congress needs to look at the mirror. Never has the Congress party, been so openly supporting or shown a soft corner towards terror activities. And in any case, the hypocrisy of the Congress ecosystem is well known. While on the one hand, they never lose an opportunity to celebrate Mamdani becoming the mayor of New York. They have never fixed responsibility or never suggested that the community also do some introspection on why this kind of radicalization is happening. Khalid Mashal, an ex-Hamas chief, was conducting an online rally barely 2 weeks after the attack in Israel in Kunur. Did any Congress leader condemn it? Rahul Gandhi was then Priyanka Gandhi was Rahul Gandhi in fact was a member of parliament then from Kerala. Should he not have condemned that?
Fair enough. Nikul Patel, would you like to respond to that?
See, again, my friend wants to give so many examples, but in fact, the incident happened in a double-engine Sarkar of Delhi where the incident took place of the terror. And I think Pradhan Mantri rightly said that nothing will be tolerated. So I think their action must be taken, and we are with the government for those who are culprit for terrorism.
Okay. Tuhin, there's also this allegation coming in that after Lok Sabha 2024, NDA is now minority mukt when it comes to the Lok Sabha. Nothing is being done about the minorities. Perhaps they're also forgetting that there is currently a 15-point program being run by the Prime Minister when it comes to addressing the welfare and overall development of the minorities. Would you like to respond to what Udit Raj and say the likes?
Well, do you really think the huge wins, especially, in the Simanchal region of Bihar would have been possible without minority votes coming to the NDA, if not in large numbers specifically to the BJP? I think they need to grow up. We have one Rajya Sabha member, a nominated member in the presidential quota, which is Ghulam Ahmed from Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. Now, we don't, give tickets on the basis of religion. Winnability is the sole criteria, and that is why we are winning repeatedly.
But it also begs the question, why isn't the NDA government able to do anything about this kind of radicalization of the youth that's taking place under your regime? It is indeed a security threat. How are universities like Al-Falah how are they even able to function? What happens to all of those innocent Muslim youth who are in fact gathering their degrees from such universities? For all Tuhin, there may be many more such universities.
Absolutely. In fact, we are fighting the 2.5 war, which General Bipin Rawat had once said. And this 0.5 war includes political support from some of the opposition parties, which is very clear now. So it's a challenge. But again, in the last 11 years, this was the first time. 10-11 was the first terror blast outside of Jammu and Kashmir. and this government doesn't, take time to recoup and to really come back hard at terrorism. So I can assure you that the retaliation would be of a very high standard. It would not be of the way UPA used to respond to terror between 2004 to 2009, when terror incidents used to happen every 40 days on an average across the country.
Nikul Patel, why wouldn't the Congress party call out the terror empathizers when it comes to, say, your own allies like NC's Mr. Farooq Abdullah, even say Iltija Mufti of the PDP, even Mehbooba Mufti of the PDP? We now, in fact, have voices from within your own party supporting people like Maulana Madani, who perhaps have been availing public and government grants, doing nothing for the minority welfare.
See, I would like to say about one person, that Mehbooba Mufti ji. I think they were also in collaboration with Bharatiya Janata Party once upon a time.
Sure.
That's also has been a question. Secondly, regarding government, if it is not a failure of the government and if innocent people are losing their life, they cannot just tell that, okay, during Congress era, this was the numbers and this were the things were happening.
2611 was a terror module that India had never witnessed. So let's talk about why aren't you calling out the kind of terror?
I'm not. Comparison is made by Bharatiya Janata Party rather than accepting the fact that there is a failure of intelligence as well as about what happened up to now everywhere. They cannot say that Jammu Kashmir के बाहर इतने पहली बार हुआ है. देश के अंदर पूरा देश में मोदी जी का राज है.
20 seconds to Hind.
बराबर है.
Akansha, there is a larger point over here. This Congress party, as the Prime Minister says, is the Maowadi Marxist Congress party. And every day they are weakening the security apparatus through their actions. Look at the people they honor. The former Chilean president, who in the past has taken a very open anti-India stand on the Kashmir issue. Rahul Gandhi goes and meets Ilhan Omar, who again has a very open anti-India stand on the Kashmir issue. The moment abrogation 370, Article 370 is abrogated, he goes and meets Jeremy Corbyn in UK, who again has a stated anti-India position on the Kashmir issue.
No, but
so
my
when
problem,
you encourage...
Now we are moving on.
But my problem over here is that why are we even talking about forces which are dividing India outside the country when we have first to address the forces which are dividing the country from within India's soil?
At multiple levels, the Congress party is weakening the security establishment through its very irresponsible and reckless actions.
Perhaps it's time for a unified bipartisan stand to address this kind of extremism that's taking place on our soil, and we cannot afford to. This is the time when the nation needs to stand united in its fight against terrorism. Many thanks to you, Nikul Patel and Tuhil Sira. It was a pleasure having you on the show. With that, we're stepping into a quick break. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
पेंटिंग में पहली बार बिरला ओपस एश्योरेंस. 1 साल में पेंट को कुछ भी हुआ तो पेंटिंग वापस करके देंगे. रजिस्टर करो birlaopus.com पर.
I'm Riya, proper Mumbaikar. But then something called me. And I flew to Hyderabad and had hot biryani on board. Yum! I'm kind of Hyderabadi also. And one weekend with just a backpack, I took off to Phuket. Now I'm a little bit tired too. I'm from everywhere. That's made me feel something special. Guess I'm a little Air India Express too. Explore more, express more. Air India Express.
I killed my plants.
Ah, bummer. Try putting them in the shower.
On it. Am I supposed to be in the shower with them?
Definitely not.
The all-new Motorola Razr 60, dangerously cool.
श्री गुरु तेग बहादुर साहिब जी की 350वीं शहीदी दिवस की पावन स्मृति को समर्पित पंजाब सरकार द्वारा पूरे श्रद्धा और सत्कार के साथ पंजाब के 23 जिलों में गुरु साहिब जी के जीवन और बलिदान को दर्शाने वाले लाइट एंड साउंड शो तथा 4 महान नगर कीर्तन श्रीनगर, गुरदासपुर, फरीदकोट और तख्त श्री दमदमा साहिब तलवंडी साबो से अनंतपुर साहिब तक आयोजित किए जा रहे हैं। 23, 24 और 25 नवंबर को अनंतपुर साहिब में होने वाले विशाल समारोह में मुख्यमंत्री श्री भगवंत सिंह मान जी सभी को नतमस्तक होकर सम्मिलित होने के लिए हार्दिक निमंत्रण देते हैं। इन कार्यक्रमों में सर्वधर्म सम्मेलन, कीर्तन दरबार, विशाल ड्रोन शो, ढाडी और कविश्री वारा, सीज पेंट, नगर कीर्तन तथा सरबद्दा पला की भावना से एकता का अद्भुत संगम होगा। आइए अपनी अटूट श्रद्धा और सत्कार के साथ इन पवित्र आयोजनों का हिस्सा बने।
The entertainment world inspires us, but only one entertainer will be celebrated as an invincible icon. The nominees for the entertainment category are Lakshman Utikar, Rashmika Mandana, Mohanlal, Arjit Singh, Jaideep Ahlawat. Who will be crowned as the Entertainer of the Year? RP Sanjeev Goenka Group presents CNN News 18 Indian of the Year. Presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies. Wardrobe Partner, Reed & Taylor. Bond with the best. In association with HDFC Sky. Make money matter. Explore more. Express more. LIC. हर पल आपके साथ. Polycab. India's safe, happy connection. And Reliance Industries Limited.
इतने में क्या ही मिलेगा यार?
सोना।
तू ठीक तो है ना?
अरे गोल्ड ETF. All you need is 200 rupees or less.
Gold ETF. It's Aaj Ka Gold, regulated and backed by Real Gold. All you need is a Demat account.
Finesta Windows. Beautiful and durable designs. इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनेस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
Finer Finesta.
Welcome back. We're getting in breaking inputs on the SIR showdown, which continues to escalate. This as in the latest Congress MP and leader of opposition of the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has now alleged that SIR has created chaos across the country, resulting in the deaths of 16 BLOs in 3 weeks. Rahul Gandhi also accused the Election Commission of India of vote stealing once again. He's further added that SIR is a deliberate ploy. He's called it imposition of tyranny, where civilians are being harassed and deaths due to unnecessary pressure from BLOs are being ignored as collateral damage. He has also called it a conspiracy. Remember, this allegation is now coming after Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge shared a report of where he claims that 16 BLOs have died across 6 states. This due to pressure of the SIR exercise. That's all.